Ladies and gentlemen, BONI Khalwale today did the unthinkable. BONI Khalwale stopped President William Samoei Arap Ruto from attending the burial of his lovely wife.
William Ruto asked me to send coordinates. Nataka hii ionekane vizuri. Ndio ndege yake itue. Nikamwambia kupitia karani yangu kwamba Mr. President, mtu kama umefiwa uulizwi kama mtu anataka kuja kufariji. Lakini wewe na kuomba vile mlipepa milioni 5 kupeleka Moranda kuchanganya watoto wetu, alafu watoto wakakataa, wakasema pesa ya kununua shamba mulimi kuabina. Thank you. Nilimwambia kwamba kwa sababu ya hiyo kitendo nataka matanga ya bibi yangu, mama ya watoto wangu iwe as nice as this. Mr. President, don't come to Malinya.
Now, if you listened very closely to BONI Khalwale, he was very clear that William Ruto had requested for the coordinates. It means two things: that either the president was planning or was preparing to attend the burial, or number two, which I think was the case, the president was already airborne, because in most cases these requests are normally made towards last minute. Maybe the president was already airborne and the president then had to go back to wherever he is. And the biggest question is, why do you think BONI Khalwale stopped President Ruto from attending the burial of the wife?
BONI, najua ni uchungu sana kupoteza yule ambaye unapenda, na ningependa kupatia himizo kwamba tinya. Na hata nilikuwa nikikuja nikasema sisi jamii ya mkoa wa Magharibi tutakaaje wabaya? Tunakuja kuomboleza ndugu yetu BONI na bado tunamwachia kazi ya kufanya. BONI, mimi nilikuwa naomba ungekaa chini tukusaidie hii kazi so that tuomboleze vizuri tufike mwisho. Lakini kwa sababu labda umeamua hivyo ndio inafaa ikue, mimi nitaheshimu sababu hapa ni kwako. But tabia mzuri ingekuwa tukusaidie kuosha vyombo, kufanya nini.
That's exactly what I want to reveal to you guys in this video. Because remember, President Ruto and BONI Khalwale had an history. BONI Khalwale is the one who took President William Ruto to the Luhya Nation during the last election.
BONI, wakati nilikuwa nakuja, rais aliniambia nikuletee rambi zake. Na akaniambia, ambia BONI, he is a member of my party. Unajua mimi ni kiongozi wa Fort Kenya na wewe ni member wa UDA. Akaniambia, tell BONI he's a member of my party. Pengine amekaa nje kidogo, lakini tunajua he's still a substitute player. Na wakati mwingine anateleza, wakati mwingine anateleza, bona anaingia, mara moja bao imeingia. Na hiyo ndiyo kazi tunajua BONI does best.
As a matter of fact, BONI Khalwale became the first senior leader from the Luhya Nation to join President Ruto. And therefore, when they fell out, it must have been something very deep. So before we get into all those details, in case you're watching this channel for the first time, take a second or two, click the subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And for this video, please do not forget to give it a thumbs up. Ladies and gentlemen, the first reason why BONI Khalwale did not want Ruto to attend the funeral was because he feared a showdown between Edwin Sifuna and President Ruto. This funeral today was largely for those who believes in Edwin Sifuna. And you could clearly tell, even the way Sifuna arrived, even the way the sitting arrangements were made, Edwin Sifuna had a special seat.
Nimesikia Mheshimiwa Malala hapa akiambia Khalwale ati wewe sijui aniwachie sijui party leader. Unajua nataka watu wetu mnielewe. Mahali tumefika, a big part of what the success that we have achieved ni kwa sababu watu wanatudharau. Sijui kama mnanielewa. Hawa jamaa wanakaanga wanaangalia vijana, wasema hawa ni watoto kwa siasa, hawajui ile kitu wanafanya. Yaani kwa akili yako. Kwa akili yako tu unakaa tu na unafikiria Sifuna hana chama. Kaangaliwa hata kama mmetudharau. Hii siasa tumefunzwa na profesa wa siasa mwenyewe, Mheshimiwa Raila Amolo Odinga. Kwa hivyo mimi nataka watu wetu mutulie tu. Mutulie tu. Hii fujo mnaona hii ati wanakazia registrar kutupatia sisi brand yetu kwa sababu ni sisi tumejenga hii kitu inaitwa Linda Mwananchi. Lakini nataka niwaulize ndugu yangu, kwa kimombo wanasema a rose by any other name will still smell as nice. Nirudie kwa Kiluya na
and even when Edwin Sifuna was going to speak, you could see how the leaders from the Luhya nation who believes in him accompanied him to the podium. So in my view, Boni Khalwale knew that this event was going to be about Sifuna. He knew because of course he wants to become the governor for Kakamega. He knew, and that's why he decided to be even the MC for this event. He knew there was going to be a showdown. Number two, and for me this is the most important one, the politics of betrayal. You know, just like I was trying to explain, Boni Khalwale became the first major leader from the Luhya nation to support William Ruto during the last election, because the Luhya nation was hostile to UDA. As fate would have it, in Kakamega, Boni Khalwale, on his own account, was elected. Then, I don't know what happened, but I think there is a very strong feeling in Boni Khalwale that he was overlooked. He was appointed to be the majority whip at the Senate, but that was not enough, because remember, despite campaigning and risking everything for William Ruto, including being elected, what did Ruto do to Boni Khalwale? Ruto went and then picked Cleophas Malala as the Secretary General of UDA. In short, William Ruto went and picked Boni Khalwale's opponent and elevated him to a higher position. That did not sit well with Boni Khalwale at that time. And remember, after all those, the president then even went further and kicked Boni Khalwale as the majority whip. From that moment up to now, Boni Khalwale has never liked the president. In fact, listening to Boni Khalwale sometimes back,
even when they hold meetings, I'm a member of the National Executive Council of UDA. But when they call those meetings, they don't even bother to call me. I have refused to accept that Luhyas don't count. I am saying in 2027, Vana Baba Luhya, this time will be counted and they will be known. I am the one who brought William Ruto in the Luhya nation. The first meeting was in this hall. And President William Ruto, I tell you, my brother, my wife, she's lying there. You are the last dignitary she cooked for.
Number three, I think politics is local. And Boni understands the fact that politics is local. So he wanted to persuade, or he wanted to please the people of Kakamega that is loyal to Sifuna. If you look at the seating arrangement, Sifuna's seat was even that bigger one. In an ideal situation, if the president was here, what would have happened? Do you know what would have happened? If the president had attended this event, a lot of things would have changed. Even the sitting arrangement. Sifuna would not have been that close because protocol would not have allowed. So he didn't want a situation where Sifuna was going to be present, then a showdown emerges, and then Sifuna feels that he has been mistreated, at the same time sending us a wrong signal to the Luhya nation. So at the end of the day, after this event, and the fact that the president did not attend, Sifuna had his day. The thing is, he wanted to please those voters. And importantly, maybe someone was planning chaos. Maybe. Just to disrupt this event in the presence of the president if he had attended. The way he was explaining why he did not invite the president, because according to BONI Khalwale, you don't invite anybody to your funeral. Ruto did not do that. Ruto just asked him, please, can I get the coordinates? That's a normal practice. I remember the other day when we were there and we were asked, I think we were in some event in Homa Bay, and I was there. Then one of the MPs asked me, Lee, I can see you there. Can you send me the coordinates for the landing area? And of course, there were several other choppers there, so it was easy for even them if they just knew the place. But normally, just to avert chaos, he didn't want the president to attend. I don't know what you think. That's my take. Till next time, this is Lee Makwiny. Bye-bye.